some good acting there by Wawa. Well, welcome back to Bella Unwind. If you're just joining us, we're actually talking about the battle of weight loss. And as you saw from our opener just now, everything that she took on her plate was brown. I'll talk to my guest later on whether that's the right way. Although she's doing all the exercise, I think the right eating habit is also important. So today we'll find out why it's so hard for some people who are so determined in the first place to lose that weight, but struggle to reach their fitness goals. Do they lack motivation, willpower? Well, we have guests who are definitely experts on this, and of course, personal story as well. Let's please welcome AJ. She's a governess. Haven't heard that one in a while. And we have Kit Kie, dietitian of Ramsay, Sime, Darby Health Care. And we have Kevin Darby. Everyone knows him as Cikgu Fitness. He's actually a celebrity trainer and nutritionist. Thank you so much for coming on to Bella.
Thank you.
Fantastic topic, don't you think?
It is.
Yes,
and what's your reaction when you saw that little reenactment right there, Kevin? What do you think?
Very cute.
Very cute. But isn't it true? Everything, you know, Malaysian food. And what I saw a big no-no there was brown. Everything was just brown in color. Am I right? Deep fried.
Yeah. All
Yes.
these Malaysian key dishes.
Good stuff, right?
Good stuff. So AJ, do you relate to what you saw just now?
Yes, that's true. I do.
Yeah.
I do. But I don't take that kind of food because of is processed food. So I don't really take that.
Okay, and AJ, you're here today because our viewers out there, a lot of you, I'm sure, struggle. All of us struggle with weight loss at some point or the other.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about your journey, because we had a little chat before we came on the show. So you're a yo-yo dieter, am I right? So tell us a bit about your struggles and your journey.
Well, I think my struggling began when I was since I was 19. After my Form 6 levels and all that. So used to be a very active in sports. I played tennis, swimming, badminton, netball. So, and after that, I put on weight. I abruptly put on weight. I think I used to be 50 kgs.
Okay.
Yes, and then I put on until 70, 75, and that one when I was in my uni year. So I stopped, and then after I graduated, I put more on weight until now. Now I'm 100 kgs. So
100 kgs.
Yes. I used well, frankly speaking, definitely I go on a lot of diets. You know, they have these protein diets.
Yeah.
Those kind of diets. You know, been consuming a lot of slimming products, teas, shakes. You know, but well, it's a yo-yo thingy, imaging it. So.
And since you said you put on, you were up to 100, have you gone up and down now still in your weight?
Yes. Okay, you know what? My peak was 105, so now it's 100, and it never go down.
You never go down.
Yeah.
What's your advice, maybe, Kevin, for... I mean, you've seen this a lot. You've trained a lot of different people, and of course you give advice on nutrition as well. In her case, it's not abnormal, right? It happens to a lot of women out there.
It happens to a lot of people that are in AJ's situation, and there's nothing wrong with going on a diet, engaging personal trainers, consuming supplements which are available to consumers. But my advice always is never depend on a trainer, never depend on a diet. Just if you just follow a diet, you don't know how it works. End of the day, you're dependent on the diet per se. And I'm always a believer in a balanced diet, which you can sustain from January 1st until December 31st.
It's a lifestyle change, right?
It is a lifestyle change, but it should not be something that is a burden to your life. It should not be a diet where you wake up every morning, I have to eat this every single day. And yes, you may be able to force yourself through a period of 3 to 4 weeks and get the results that you may hope for.
That's
but
right.
if it's a struggle, you're not going to last in the long term. So we always educate individuals on understanding the calorie requirements, understanding their food requirements, and then let them choose the foods that allow them to maintain that deficit calorie over a long term, but still enjoy things along the way in moderation.
In moderation, because if not, like you said, they're going to a relapse instead of keeping on track. And Kit Kie, for you, you're a dietitian and nutritionist, different altogether. Is that right? Or it's very similar?
Yeah, more or less.
More or less the same about food. No, but this is the part, you see, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, when someone is, let's say, a certain weight, they can't just cut their calories right down to someone who's... Do they have to do it gradually, cut it down slowly?
Yes,
what's your advice?
Yes, actually for a healthy weight loss, there is a range on that, because for you go for dieting and you exercise, the healthy weight range will be like 2 kgs in a month, so that you don't go for a drastic weight loss.
Okay.
Because when you go for a drastic weight loss, it will have some kind of complication, like you may develop gallstones, and you will have some health complications. I mean, we are not definitely to encourage on that, but it's slowly, gradually, but healthily.
So how should they cut down? For example, let's say someone's eating 4,000 calories a day. How should they cut it down?
If I might just add to
Yeah.
Kiki's statement earlier, there are a lot of weight loss trends who promise 4 kgs or more in a week.
Yep.
If you lose weight rapidly in a short period of time, it is not actually fat, but it's always water. And that's one of the easiest gimmicks that marketing companies use to entice consumers. But you can only lose the water in the first week or so, and you're happy.
Yeah.
Then it plateaus out. Then you stop the diet and you regain that water again.
Yes.
Especially if you don't know how to actually retain or lose water in the first place.
And there's the place where people fed up.
And then they get
The weight is
demotivated. They
But
get demotivated.
it's not the
right?
diet's fault, it's the consumer's fault not understanding how it works.
So being educated is really key.
It's
on how
always
it is.
about education for
So
me,
maybe
yeah.
AJ, do you have any? Want to ask them on any advice on how do you get back on track? Because you were 50 kgs before, meaning you are not like some people always say I'm big size and say I can't lose that weight because this is my size. But you know in this case it's not true. You do have excess weight that you need to lose. Am I right, AJ? So you want to ask them any advice on how you can actually do this?
Oh yeah, because I don't know how to count my calories. You know, because some people say, okay, AJ, you know what? You have to consume 1,500 calories every day. Sometimes they say, okay, 1,700. So what is it actually?
Correct.
Okay, let's say if I eat a bowl of rice, how much is it? Yeah, you know, and then if I put you know, add another dish like ikan goreng, you know, fried chicken, so some vegetables. So does it exceed the 1,700 or is still 1,700?
Okay, if I may just explain it in hopefully in 2 minutes time or less, if I can. Now, basically, the calorie requirements on individual like AJ, Kiki, myself, even Vanessa, depends on 5 things: your age, your weight, your height, your sex, and your level of activity. Those 5 things will basically determine how many calories you need. Looking at you, just giving you a ballpark figure, there's a formula you can use which is called BMR, basal metabolic rate, or active metabolic rate, which we teach in our workshops. Let's assume, based on that calculation, your current requirements is, let's say, 2,000. Let's just say. 2,000 calories is what you require. Then let's say someone tells you to go on a 1,500 calorie diet, which is quite okay. It's a deficit of 500. The thing that most people don't understand is if, let's say, she consumes 2,000 calories and she consumes 1,005, but she's burning 2,000 based on her age, weight, height, sex, and level of activity, there's a deficit of 500. Let's assume your weight today is 100 kilograms. People don't understand what happens if you cut down the 500 from your diet. Question is, what is the relationship between calories and her body weight? If you want to lose a single kg is 7,700 calories. If you want to lose a single kg, whether you are male, female, 20 years old or 40 years old, a kg is 7,700 calories. 500 calories equal to just about 65 grams.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're on the treadmill for an hour and you burn 500 calories, you've only really lost about 65 grams.
Really? Okay.
Which is sad, but that's the truth.
Yeah.
So ultimately, weight loss is a very slow but sustainable
But that's how it
process.
should be, right?
It is what it
have it
is.
consistent day by day.
But
You're
that's-
gonna just today I dieting, tomorrow, oh, I done a good job yesterday, today I can just eat.
Yeah.
You reward yourself.
Yeah.
That's the
doesn't
thing.
work
You
that
have to
way.
reward once in a
But
while.
no,
doesn't
we
work that
actually
way.
covered this
Okay.
before about cheat meals once in a while. Not cheat day, but cheat meals, because that
Okay.
can actually demotivate you as well.
I cheat every day. Honestly speaking, on camera, on live TV, I cheat every day, but I cheat in moderation.
But you
know what I mean?
you at the end of the day, because you've got a great fitness routine, and you know that you work hard towards that, so you can.
I know what I can afford.
Yes, but someone who's, let's say, really struggling with their weight loss, what would you advise them? Can they do a cheat meal every day, or a cheat
Not
something?
a cheat meal. For me, it's not a cheat.
cheat
it's
something,
a cheat.
like a cube of chocolate.
Chocolates are good because they help you to release endorphins. When you are a stress eater, you need something that helps you to balance things out. Exercise helps you to release stress as
That's
well.
right.
If you're stressed, it's really difficult to lose weight anyhow because of the hormones and everything else. So chocolates, I always recommend include the chocolate in your budget. That means if your budget is 1,500, include a little piece, a little here and
Would
there,
you
little
say
piece.
dark chocolate is better? Is it better to...
Dark chocolate has more caffeine.
Yeah.
Caffeine can be good and bad depending on how you look
Okay.
at stuff.
What about white chocolate?
Sorry?
White chocolate?
A cube here and there is not going to kill you. lah.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
just what the addition is. Like for example, it's a milk chocolate. I mean, addition of the full cream milk and the sugar. Then of course it's higher calories than just a plain dark chocolate because it's just
Okay.
what is inside. Just like a drink. Let's have a plain tea with like teh tarik because of the added things
That's
that's
right.
given the calories. So that's the difference. Like what Kevin talking about the rewards. You can take something, but you have to choose smartly.
Yes.
The things that is less calories.
So it's definitely heating up right now. Even wow, this is awesome. And AJ is really raring to go because you want to get back on track,
Yes,
right?
definitely.
But we're going to find out
Yes.
it's not just about eating chocolates and stuff. There's much more like rewarding yourself. There's much more that goes into it. So we're going for a very, very short break. But when we come back, we'll continue this hot topic. To Bella Society, you can see all my guests still with me, AJ, Kit Kie and Kevin. We have been non-stop talking throughout the break about this very, very hot topic, which is about the struggles in losing weight. It's not always easy, but we're going to get you guys back on track because you're not the only one out there who struggle with this. And AJ is a perfect example who's really brave to come on to Bella to share her real story on her struggles. So we've been talking about your weight throughout the years. You've been 50 kg, 75, and you've gone up to 105.
100, yes.
Tell me about why you got demoted. Was there a stage where you were very successful, and then what got you off track?
Well, I think when I was in my uni year, so that period of time, so I think it lasts for 2 to 3 years. So I maintained my weight at the highest I get 80 kgs.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that I abruptly gained weight up until now 100 kgs, and then you know what, I was like, okay, because since I'm a yo-yo dieter, so I always think to myself, you know what, AJ, no point. If you go for a diet, you know, well, you're gonna start eating again. So there's no point. Just do light exercise. You keep eating, enjoy yourself. Life is short, so dessert first.
It's true.
So, yes, so that's
true.
yes, that is my motivation until now. Life is short, so dessert first. But I know
Dessert
if
first,
I can, yes, you can use it in a certain point of time, you know, certain places, but not all the time. So I think I'm totally wrong on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know
So-
you're wrong on that.
I know,
But
yes.
you try to psych yourself up to comfort yourself that what you're doing is okay.
Yes, that's true. Because you know what, I've been, I go and see doctor every month for my medical checkup. Well, thank God, I have nothing to worry about. My blood pressure, cholesterol, everything is fine, perfectly fine. So I was like, okay, Jay, you know what? You're in this size or plus size, and you are okay. So why you want to lose weight? And some more, there's a lot of plus size fashion over there that you can wear. You know, people in this world you are acceptable in this world.
Yeah.
So why you want to lose
But
weight?
deep
So
down, AJ, are
Yes.
you happy? When you look in the mirror, like Kevin said earlier, just before the break, the results may say you're fine. But how do you feel when you look into the
what-
mirror?
Sometimes there's one day it totally knocked myself up. So I was like, oh my God, AJ, look at you. You're not. Oh, this is not you. This is not you, AJ. You used to be 50 kgs and this is you now.
I mean, you're a beautiful girl, beautiful
Thank
lady.
you.
I can
Thank
see
you.
that. But health-wise, what are the problems that people who are overweight or obese might get? Kevin?
Well, obesity
So-
can lead to various problems like heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, cholesterol. All these are quite interlinked anyways. And the easiest way to avoid these in the future, because now youth may still be on your side, but you don't want it to catch up with you when you get into your 40s or 50s and have more work to do, plus a lower metabolic rate when you get older.
That's right.
So the easiest way to avoid these problems as much as possible is to avoid obesity in the first place and to keep fit and active.
That's
and to
right.
protect your heart.
Yeah, and Kit Kie, maybe like for AJ, when you said, right, you were 50, you went up to 70, 80, that was what you were maintaining, and then you
Yes.
blew up to 105. It's the danger, Kit Kie, do you think if she doesn't watch herself, you can go...
Yeah, as what Kevin is
Yeah.
mentioning, all this brings into all the health complications. Like when you really go to that height, you're really very difficult to calm it down, and it makes you like demotivated. But this comes like diabetes, and all. If you plus your family history, then that would be a big problem that you need to tackle with. Means in the future, you not only want to lose your weight, you have to keep an eye on your let's say because of your cholesterol, you cannot eat this, and then plus your medication.
Then you have medication
or
and
maybe
stuff like
because of your maybe heart diseases, you cannot do this exercise. That makes it even worse for you.
Yeah, and
I'll give
AJ,
you
aren't
a
you, yeah.
very simple analogy. When you are obese, everything your body does is stressful. Every step you take is a burden to the body.
And it's the
Digestion,
work on your heart, right?
has to
Extra
work
work.
harder. Your entire body is stressed 24 hours a day. And that over time will cause all kinds of problems, wear and tear and damages internally,
Yeah.
which are endless.
Endless knee problem, hip problem, and then you will start spending on medical things that you don't want to spend on. And AJ, you did mention to me that your family has history of diabetes,
Yes,
right?
yes. My mom
your
is a diabetic. Yeah.
So even more so, right?
More
Kevin and
reason.
Kit Kie
Yes.
to be more motivated to lose that weight. But what would you say are some of your really bad habits? I mean, my mom is a yo-yo dieter, and she's admitted to me on hiding chocolate in the room.
Hiding?
Yeah, and ice cream with cereal. Mom, I'm sorry, but she's admitted
Like a
that to
squirrel.
us. Yeah, like a squirrel. Like we can hear, you know, the bag, crisp bag, and she admits it. Later, she's like, actually, I was very, very naughty. AJ, would you be honest with us and tell us, do you hide when you eat, or you're open about it, or what would you say are your bad habits?
No, I don't know hide.
You don't hide.
Okay, but I will get really, really angry if I'm hungry. Yes.
Okay.
Like I think last Ramadan, so I went back to my house to my sisters. So I was like, okay, what is the meal for buka puasa? Okay, you know what, AJ, we're gonna eat salad today. Because she's very healthy conscious. My sister, yeah, she's like your size. Yeah. So okay, we're gonna eat salad today, and then this bread, the wholemeal bread,
Yes,
something
yes.
like that. And I was like,
Good stuff?
no, I want protein.
You got angry.
Yes, I want chicken. Where's this chicken? So there's no chicken. But if you want chicken, we do have sausages in the freezer. Just go and get it. I was like, okay, you know what? I saw the leftover, the sausages, like I think 10, and I could, I
and
cooked
it's
it all.
processed, right?
Yes.
Processed
It's
meat is
processed food, I
terrible.
know.
Tell us about that, Kevin.
terrible.
Processed
Yeah.
food
Yeah.
for our people out there, even if they are, like you said, it doesn't matter what we eat in the calories,
Yeah.
but processed food.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of these fast food chains, they will tell you as a consumer, this is again marketing. They tell you that their meat's 100% pure meat from the cow or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it's processed meat, and to keep the cost as low as they are, they use a lot of fats from the meats, which is the majority of what you get in sausages, nuggets, and even burgers.
That's like you said.
And again, fats is typically something that you want to keep on the down low, simply because a single gram of fat contains 9 calories,
Yep.
which is more than double that amount of per gram of carbohydrates and proteins.
Yeah. And Kit Kie, what would your advice be? Let's say if for AJ right now, she wants to get back on track. What could you advise her in a meal in one day? What could she take?
I think the most importantly, as you just Kevin mentioned it, for the calories that you have, you need to spread out like evenly throughout the day. For each meal, you are allowed to have, because some people, they tend to have, I skip my meals. I just combine.
Which is bad, right?
Yes, like breakfast I skip it, maybe I just have a brunch of that. But when you have a brunch of that, you tend to like eat something which is more heavy calories on that. So when you once get it in, and your metabolism is actually lower because you didn't consume it like quite evenly throughout the day. And this makes you like, you increase the intake and you lower the output of yourself. And one thing is when you eat, I always advise my patient is you try to eat it slowly. Because one thing I realized is like the people was in the size, they eat the things, it's quite a hurry. Within 5-10 minutes they finish it. But I haven't finished the half of that, because when you eat very fast, your brain actually cannot signal that you are eating full. It doesn't have
I eat very fast. It's a bad habit.
Yes,
I just don't
I
enjoy.
do.
I don't enjoy my food slow. I just
Yeah.
don't know why. It's a habit since I was small. But I always tell my clients as well is that from the first bite that you have until you actually feel kenyang,
Yes.
takes about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's very true.
20
Yeah.
minutes. So if you eat for the entire 20 minutes and really fast, you're going to eat a lot more than what you should. So I eat my portions quick, but I know that the kenyang will come later.
Fantastic. But I like, this is really fantastic advice, because I remember in the
Yes.
changing room we were saying this. I used to eat really, really fast as well, and then you
And you
don't
doesn't
get
feel
full.
full. Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask you, okay, how do I
Comes
start?
later.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh my God, now I'm full.
But if let's say
Yes.
some people come saying, we have another helping. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Within that 20 minutes, because your body has not, your mind has not processed.
No, but you know,
that you're
what I
full.
do now, I always get my rice, my meat and everything, so I will avoid the dining table. So I would eat in front of TV.
Okay.
because
Whatever works for you.
In front of you, so there's a distraction.
Yeah,
for you.
distraction. Because I don't want to think about the food anymore. Because when the food is in front of my eyes, so oh, AJ, look at that chicken.
And
Okay,
would you
look at
say
that,
it's
you
good
know?
to also, when, I know like you say you're a fast eater, I'm a fast eater too, but when we eat, especially when they're on the process of trying to lose weight, to actually look at what they have on their plate and know what they're eating instead of like, you know, some people, they put it in a really small bowl and they just pile it up and they think, they don't know what they're eating in there. They just think, oh, it's a small bowl, but they've actually tricked themselves. There's actually much more than they should be eating.
Yeah, actually, I think that you should learn about what you're eating. I think that it's a good thing you leave your dining table, but with a TV, with a distraction in front of you, you don't know exactly what you're eating. It's just like something is just pouring in like some sauces and all this is like additional. You just eat and eat and your body don't know about that. You just eat it. Just
Okay, I have one question. Is brown rice is good for you?
Brown rice is good, but just one thing, the portion is the first most important thing.
Okay.
Like a bowl of same 50 gram of brown rice and 50 gram of white rice, their calories are the same. But the thing is, brown rice, they have the higher content of the fiber. The fiber, especially we call insoluble, which makes you like fuller.
So you can actually take less of that because it gets you fuller.
And
seem like
plus,
oats.
you have to eat slowly.
Okay, how
Because
about
remember, oats is also the same because oats is also like higher in the insoluble fiber. In your body, it's just like kembang, you know? Yeah, and it makes you feel full. But actually, calories that you consume is very less compared to, for example, just a sweet, small of the chocolates. Because it's just small, no fiber, high sugar, and it doesn't feel full.
Calorie-wise, a fistful of brown rice and white rice are just about the same.
Yes.
About the same.
White bread, brown bread, slightly, it's about the same.
Yeah.
The fiber in brown bread and oats are insoluble fibers. Basically, they slow down digestion, they slow down glucose release. If you have simple carbs, like processed carbohydrates, like from your cakes, biscuits, white rice and white bread, it spikes up glucose levels quite quickly. And these drop quite quickly as well. And these drops or patterns of up and down glucose levels cause your cravings to go up and down as well.
Well, this is fantastic. We'll continue our chat while we're on the break, and AJ, you can continue asking questions. But we're going for a very, very short break. When we come back, we'll be talking about app and, of course, a success story. One of our guests will be sharing her success story, and I think AJ is very determined to do the same. So we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Bella Unwind. If you're just joining us today, we've been having a very hot topic about weight loss, but of course the struggles of losing weight, and we've been having our experts give us some advice on how we can actually do this. It's to do with our calorie intake, and of course exercise is important. We have AJ, and of course joining us we have Marini Amin as well, because she is a success story, and AJ is going to be motivated by this. So Kevin is still with us and going to continue giving us advice. So Marini, tell us about your journey and what did you weigh before? How were you before? And just tell us a bit about the whole process.
My weight at peak was 110 kg, and now I gain. I weigh at 75 kg.
Wow, that's a lot of food.
Yeah.
What's that in total? Let's do the math.
It's
Around
35?
30 to 35 kg. Yes. It's a long journey to get that 75 kg. I start to gain that much weight when I was in secondary school. I'm not really into sports. I really into food, you know. I like to eat fast food, all the keropok leko after school and all that.
The good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff. I don't like you know, before I have my lunch, I will go for that snack. That fatty snack.
And I see some pictures of you earlier that didn't look like you at all. You did that whole, the skirt, how many inches bigger? How many inches do you think you lost on your waistline?
Total of 10 inches.
10 inches.
Yeah, that jeans was 40.
And
40.
how long did it take you to get to where you are today?
Sorry?
How long did it take you to get to where you are today? The time frame?
Time frame, it took me 1 year.
1 year, fantastic.
Yes, 1 year.
35 kg.
I lose 1 kg per month.
Fantastic.
I lose 1 kg per month. It's quite little in amount, but it works for me. You know, you have to know your body. You have to know how your body works, and you have to choose the right things and the right method to apply it to your body. That's very important.
That's very true. I mean, end of the day, it's not about losing 1 kg a week or 2 kg a week. Even if it's 1 or 2 kgs a month, but you are in control of your journey. You know exactly what you're doing, and you're seeing the results.
And you know it's a journey, because it's not going to happen like that overnight. right,
Yes,
AJ?
yes.
And don't you feel inspired
Yes,
by
she
Marini
sounds
right
like
now?
me.
The great thing about all this is that it's really just up to you whether
Yeah.
you want to or
It's
not.
all
That is the
mind.
beauty about weight loss. You nak tak nak. You want it
Yeah.
or you don't want it. That's it.
You
Because
need to keep motivating yourself.
What's your motivation, Marini? And you said you're still on that
Yes.
journey because you want to get toned, which is doing the right way. She doesn't want to just diet, she exercises
Yes,
as well.
I do
You
exercise.
want to get toned and fit.
Yes,
so
I
what's
do
your
some
motivation?
cardio.
So that's your motivation.
And also weight training to get in shape and to get toned. To keep me motivated is I choose what I eat. You know, like Kevin said, he cheat every day. Right? I do.
can afford to cheat.
I do
Yeah,
cheat
not fair. Okay.
because
Not fair, but you have to get there first.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. To a certain
I
level.
cheat because I don't want to get bored. You know, when you restrict yourself, you need to eat this. You
Yeah.
can't eat this. You get bored,
Yeah.
and you tend to lose focus and lose motivate.
It's,
Yeah.
it's very
Yeah.
mathematics.
Yes.
Okay.
And like Roy say, AJ, remember that day when you were angry because you
Yeah.
couldn't have any meat? Instead of having 10 sausages, maybe have one.
One.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
One sausage is better than no
sausage.
sausage.
Yes.
Exactly. So you
That's
must have
what I
that
do.
mindset, right?
Yes,
At least I have a
mindset.
bit. But the danger is the indulging non-stop after
That's
that. So
right.
take
Yes.
that piece, put the other away. Well, we actually have something on as well. You know, in technology, we have apps and all that. We actually have some app application that can actually help us in our fitness routine. So let's take a look at what some of these apps are. And of course, we'll introduce our guests to tell us how we can actually get fit with these apps as well. So, yep, can we bring in our guests soon? And let's take a look at the app, some of these apps as well. Apps, not app, but apps. Well, we actually, all of a sudden, I have another guest with me. Then we have Omid Kasbazi. She's an ACE certified personal trainer. Hi, Omid.
Hello.
Also a very, very inspirational story. He lost 28 kgs as well. Is that right? 28 kgs?
In 2 years.
In 2 years? Still.
Yeah, that's great.
And I don't know if you gave them picture of yourself, did you?
I gave them.
Yeah, so what he showed me a picture, did not look like him at all. So again,
Yeah, I saw
and
the
you saw
picture
that.
too.
So you're definite. Look at that. That is not Omid right there. That doesn't look like you, right? On the right. So, AJ, aren't you motivated?
Yes,
Because when
I
you
am
look at him, you
now.
think, how would you understand what I'm going through? But he
Yeah.
does. He does. So tell us a bit about this app and what is it all about?
Okay, actually this app is called Noom, N-O-O-M, and I used this app for a period of time, and it really helped me. Why? You know, there are, for fat loss especially, there are many things involved. For example, if I ask you, okay, how much calorie a large apple got, or a banana, or whatever, so you probably won't know. So these app actually helps you to estimate and know about the calories of food and the calories that you're taking, and they're based on simple scientific fact: calorie in, calorie out. So
Yeah.
it tracks your calorie in and the calorie that you spend.
So does it cover local foods as well, or mainly
Uh,
focusing on international foods?
No, but for local food, even there is, for example, sandwich maker, or there are the parts that gives you the chance to have to insert the ingredients.
Ingredients, yeah.
You
To put it in. So maybe you can
drive
show us, our viewers, the app. And this would help someone, obviously, like AJ, and even Marini, who's still on that journey. So maybe we can show it to our Cam
Okay.
One, what this app is actually, and of course our viewers at home, so they know what this app is and how it actually can be useful to
Okay.
in aiding them to lose the
So
weight.
this app is actually is a coach. So there are a lot of things involved with weight loss. You cannot learn all of them just in a second or in a day. So this app teaches you step by step, about why you need to eat, for example, brown rice, why you need to eat or to drink, for example, skim milk, why skim milk is better. So it educates you gradually, day by day. So it comes up with some articles every day, and you just need to go through the articles, do the task. It's very simple, and then you insert your everyday's activity, the first icon here is the icon where you put your activity. For example, you do running, jogging. So maybe many people don't know that. Okay, if they run for half an hour, how much calorie they spend.
could actually burn
so
that.
this app helps you to track them, and then.
So this is the Noom Your Weight Loss,
Yes,
right?
this is
Okay.
Noom Weight Loss Coach.
Coach, that's right.
It helps you to, it educates you.
Which, Kevin, like you said, being educated on knowing what we're actually putting into ourselves.
I think
is
these kind of
actually
tools are great for someone like AJ who wants to start out and needs to track the calorie intake, calorie outs. After a while, you kind of insert the same foods every single day and it kind of becomes redundant.
Yeah.
But in the short term, as a beginner, I think it's great.
Yeah,
In the
because
long
you need to
term,
educate yourself on what. And what's the other app that you'll be showing us today?
The other app would be, there is an app from Nike.
It's
called,
a training for training.
it-
So do you exercise, AJ, while
I
Omid
do.
looks for the app? You do?
I do.
But you said light.
Yeah, very light exercise. I do walk in the morning. 1 hour. I will make sure myself spend 1 hour quality time. Just do the brisk walking.
Kevin, do you think that's enough?
let me check
Okay.
on her
Okay.
know-how on
Okay,
when you
okay.
say quality.
I'm nervous now.
Just
Okay, what is it?
That's good. Because people always like to use the word quality.
Yeah.
But what is quality to you? What's quality for you, for me, for Vanessa, and
Will be
everybody else is
different.
different. What is quality to you? How do you know you get quality?
Well, within that 1 hour, okay, I have a target. Okay, because I jog at the KLCC Park.
Okay.
So 1 hour I can do for 4 rounds or 5 rounds. So it is equal to 5 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not
So
sure.
yeah, so
I don't know.
yes.
I don't know.
So I will make sure I won't stop. I won't stop.
Okay.
I just. You know what? I push myself.
Push
actually.
yourself.
I push
well,
push myself.
unfortunately, we can't continue our chat that much longer because we actually will be going to something. But last advice maybe from Kevin and of course Marini, being as youth, and I want you to take this back. And the next time I see you on the show, hopefully you come back much more to your target weight.
Hopefully, yes.
My advice to AJ, I would love to offer you a free seat in our June Kuros workshop, which is a 3-hour weight loss
Fantastic.
workshop.
That's a nice surprise.
For the public, people like yourself. Next one is in October, which is this month, right?
This
October,
month,
yeah.
yes.
We'll get in touch with you. That session is hopefully going to help you, like a lot of other people as well, to educate them on the calorie requirements, how to do a diet plan, a lot of Q&A, and hopefully it will be useful for you.
Fantastic.
See you
Isn't that an awesome thing? And Marini, what can you tell AJ? Yeah.
You need to know your body. You need to recognize your body and choose the right method that works to your body. Okay? And also don't lose focus.
Fantastic, fantastic advice. Omid, thank you so much as well. Any advice, being as you've gone on that path and you've succeeded yourself?
No, there are many products out there for people to lose weight, but I believe if there were magic that you could get to the shape in just a second. If you don't change your lifestyle, you will again become, after 6 months, you will again gain all the weight back.
Yeah.
So if you want to lose weight and maintain your weight, you need to change your lifestyle. You need to do exercise. I recommend everyone to do exercise at least 5 minutes per day, to have this discipline.
The minimum at least, okay.
To have this discipline that they don their exercise for that day. That's very important. And if one day you go and took a burger, don't give up the whole day. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Okay, today is wasted, so I'll take ice cream. No, the burger.
Just stay focused
Just
and don't
focus.
demotivate yourself if you've made that little cheat yourself. So thank you so much, Omid,
You're
Kevin,
welcome.
Thank you
Marini,
very
and
much.
AJ. Thank you so much. Well, we have to end here and we're going to cross over, but do catch us as well for Bella Weekend as we will with Elaine Daly, and we'll be talking about someone that can talk many different languages. Is it possible? We'll find out whether Elaine learns some French as well. Well, we have to hand this over because there's a by-election date of Sungai Limau, so over to there.